OK， 得。
開餐。
開餐喺邊度啊？邊度有開餐啊？
咪今晚仍然開餐。
喺麥當勞啊，麥當勞睇情形。
開餐。
開餐。
去到好近啊！呢排又好密啊！
必須的。
呢個係有食，呢個係國中
肥佬。
阿加肥，呢個係德仔。
我哋出發啦！
出發㗎啦，2點3點。
旅程完。
俾我個飛機杯先。
1點50分啊，播丁。1點50分。
好細，好食冇？
好誒，呢個仲好食呢個。呢個佢飛機上啊！
呢個簡直一流啊！誠意滿足啊！呢隻啊，記住啊，
倒出嚟。
誠意推介嘅呢個係。
食咗2日掉咗啊！
呢個文價啲嘅，啊咁大碌，有冇白㗎？
食老麥啫。
即係你乜嘅啫你？Coffee. No sugar.
No sugar.
No sugar. Okay. Oh, you want another friend?
哦，唔係。
Two.
No sugar.
Coffee. No sugar.
我買嗰個。誒，係 black coffee 啊，唔係 coffee 啊。black coffee 嘅。Kopi O
冇啊，Americano 啊。
嚇
？Sijana
？Americano black coffee 啊。
black coffee 啊。
呢個有奶嘅。
我唔係奶嘅。
Black coffee。嚇 black coffee 啊。Black coffee。
black coffee 嘅。
Black coffee.
No sugar.
No sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
咩嚟嘅呢隻？十咩？
唔知咩嘢，Subway。
咩名堂啊？咁嘅顏色嘅
？Spicy chicken，spicy chicken。
spicy chicken。
spicy 啊！
但眼我係啦。呢個唔知係肉嚟嘅。
啊，我
入邊咧，
雞肉。雞肉啊！
哦，雞肉。嗰啲。而家我係等機去第比利斯啊。第比利斯就係坐呢架機啦。
攞開褲後睇啲褲縮係
做白色褲啦，而家老咗。
兩班人入邊係咪幫傭？
到咯。
啊，到了。同事係靚女，影下靚女。
哎呀！
炸醬麵。
叫劉董翻嚟煮啊！唔係阿陳董，陳總翻嚟整啲嘢食。你係換開鋁先，換開鋁先最緊要。好貴啊！而家唔平得落。你睇下嗰個咩啦？
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Thank you, sir. Thank you. Tomorrow come again.
Bak teh. Tomorrow you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Georgia.
Thank you.
Georgia orange. Oh, Georgia orange. Orange.
我有黐啊，有哇，咁聽日嚟呢度都近。
哦。
Так, вот или. Это поворачивай.
Recording 你得咪啊
Malaysia, Kalmar, Jos.
？Yeah.
Thank you.
Georgia.
買水啊！而家買，一人一支水，買一支水。
入邊有3支，
有3支。
4桶泥桶嘅
，3大桶。
自己倒。係咪邊一種？大碌嘅民間。
俾你講，俾你講。
好，嚟咗。我幾塊？係啊。逼啊！OK， 逼又收你，包臭衫啊，包露地。
哦，熱嘅。
我啲熱咩位？哇！邊度買好多嘢食啊！呢度。
呢個熱龍眼嚟嘅。龍眼，
唔係龍眼嚟，Q 咗啊！
點嘅？
老闆春節沒有去，
呢個荔枝，呢個龍眼。
龍眼。
荔枝關注龍眼，
荔枝，荔枝。
螺啊。这个放了好有啊，可以放。可以啊。
哇，雞蛋，
紅酒喎，一早。
天都未光啊！
好嚇人啊！好嚇人！天都未。
喝红酒啊，喝红酒啊，看美女啊这是我们的别墅。
OK，action，
啊，早晨早晨，
陳董，
陳總啊，
陳董呢個我哋嘅
楊董
阿成啊楊主持。
你邊一個係呢個係咪？你幫我準備我聽下個禮拜先。
咪全部包緊呢個。
你攞嗰張碟嘅出嚟係咪？
哇！呢個
好多呢啲咁叫喎，下啦嗬。
而家你冇機會咁樣行㗎啦。係啦，幾好啊，行俾人入。
係有大把機會嘅。一年有一擺啊嘛，至少。係風日係咪？
好嘅。
而家兩擺咗啦，我哋。
兩擺咗啊！
而家
排緊你啊！
係啊，聽住我哋。
唔使，我哋嗰張卡啦。唔使，我哋嘅卡先有人有啊，唔得啊！蘇聯時代嘅地鐵站啊，好深嘅。
哇，幾深啊！
你好深啊！
哇，深深啊！
深啊！
有點長啊！
而家一定喺呢個方向先啊！梗係行呢個方向。
Next station, Tbilisi.
Tbilisi.
Đấy.
Xin em báo nha. Em phải quay ạ. Chocolate ya.
Much anymore, but it is actually also Armenian Apostolic Church, which got destroyed about 33 years ago, or maybe slightly more. It's 1988 actually, because of the earthquake called Spitak, which actually epicenter was Armenia itself, but Armenian border from Georgia is about 1 hour from here, so it affected in Georgia as well. Lots of buildings got damaged in Armenia and in Georgia, in Tbilisi as well. But only thing that was completely collapsed on the territory of my country was Armenian church here. And we have huge diaspora of Armenians. And Georgia government and people kind of try to like stay away from making such decisions of whether rebuild it, fix it, demolish it, or do something. So we are waiting for Armenian community, and apparently for some people from Armenian community it was like a sign from the God that the earthquake that epicenter was Armenia kind of destroyed only one building completely in Georgia, which was the Armenian church, so they don't touch it. So since then it stays like this. There's no plans about it. I can tell you what's gonna happen to this. So far just destroyed building. Well, even though he was a king, like having trained falcon for yourself was still very luxury, plus he loved his falcon. So he started searching for these birds and he found them. But anyone knows the story? Maybe have done any other tours? No?
No.
Okay,
No.
perfect. So what happened was that he found them, but these birds were drowned and boiled. And if you're wondering who bought those birds, it was not person, but over there, all this territory, which we will go through today, is a sulfur bath territory, which means now their bath is kind of offering you services like bath and massage and stuff. But before it was just the hot water springs coming out from the ground, which is 47 degrees Celsius, which is quite enough to boil a couple of birds. And imagine it is 5th century, and you are the king, and you find hot water springs in the middle of the forest. He was like, oh, okay, I'm building it here. I could use this hot water springs for many purposes. Well, he clearly did. We have Tbilisi now, but I call this a legend. That means I don't really have a proof of that. On the same time, the name Tbilisi, even though there has been attempts to change it completely, has never been changed. And Tbilisi means warm place.
Warm place.
Could be true, who knows exactly. But on the other hand, the authentic story coming with the Silk Road. I'm very sure all of you know Silk Road, and Georgia was part of Silk Road as well, and not just part, but actually, have you guys seen Georgia on a map? We are like tiny dots there, but still. So our location is quite interesting actually, at some point controversial as well, which was like blessing and a curse for us apparently throughout the centuries. And the reason why is that we are located in between Europe and Asia, and whole countries in between, which means and one of the main branch of Silk Road was going through Georgia. That means all the nearby empires pretty much targeted us to control this territory, because if they control the bridge of Silk Road, then pretty much they make more money. So Ottomans, Persians, Khwarezmians, Mongols, Tatars, anyone comes to your mind nearby here has invaded Georgia. Sometimes dominated, sometimes won the battles, lost the battles. It was an ongoing process for us, because of which, okay, one question. How do you say cheers in your country if you have anything but cheers? What does that mean?
Cheers.
Yes, but like, does it have any meaning, like to health or something?
No, I don't think so. We just say it's just take a drink or something.
I'll take it. Okay. Simple like that. I like it.
We have gusur, and it means like to
Gotcha.
be happy.
To be happy, that's very
Gusur
nice.
is happy.
For many countries, it means like to health. And to be happy, that's very nice. Just for drink, that's super. So for us, actually, I think we have also it unique, which is actually not to health, not to happiness, not to anything like this, but to the victory. Because these ongoing invasions to Georgia, people put the victory first than anything else. So it's Gaumar Jos, and it means I wish you victory. And do you guys remember how to say hello? Or do you remember the name of the company you're using right now? It's Gamarjuba, Georgia.
Oh.
Gamarjuba means also I wish you victory. Anytime we say hello to each other, we wish each other victory. So this is all coming from this ongoing invasions of Georgia. Never had shield pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Okay, let's go back to the Silk Road. So our capital before Tbilisi was in Tbilisi, which is about 25 minutes on the west, which I would recommend you to see. Actually, it is UNESCO heritage, the whole city. And if you see Tbilisi and compare to this old town where Tbilisi was born, you can tell that Tbilisi is on a flat surface, especially the main area, old area, which is on the coastal side of the river. And our king was like, okay, it is really hard to protect main trading areas. So in order to do that, I need more strategic place. And if you look to the old town, there's the 3 rocky hills on the back, which was natural protection. On the front, we had a wall, which was 4 kilometers. But you don't see that anymore. Not even a single meter of the wall, unfortunately. That's because last of the renovations, like main renovations that does not care about the history, was in the Soviet Union. And they removed all the remains of that in order to fix some things. And yeah, the remains of the wall has gone. We have luckily maintained Silk Road until its existence, which is late 19th century. So Georgia developed in terms of having trading in the country, and old version of globalization was going through Georgia all these times. And in 19th century they have built Silk Road, the railroad at Silk Road lost its function completely. So that's pretty much where Tbilisi was born, and it doesn't really explain the name, but it explains maybe the better reasoning. Maybe these two stories can be combined so you can have a better idea of why we have Tbilisi as a capital. So the place we are right now, next to me, you see the church, which is actually from second half of the 13th century, and it is called Medeh. Medeh is a combination word. It comes from Nev Ephesi, which means I broke the promise. And it was named after our local lords broke the promise to the enemy. They wanted one-on-one battle. This is the way they would decide who wins, and if we would win, they would just retreat. If they would win, we would just surrender. And people fortified here. And our king actually tricked the enemy. '14th century, but all the brick stones are from a 17th, 18th, 19th century after renovation. So the biggest industry became the brick stones, not these big like different kind of stones that it was more important before. So that's why it's made from all the kind of stones. Now it belongs to the church. So it might be, well, they opened it this year, but it might be still hard to get in. So if you can, I would recommend you to see it from the inside. Really nice view from there as well. Inside are super nice.
哦，
Rồi để con cho này bên
有晒㗎，資料湖入邊
Rồi rồi hả?
啊，
Our Filipino friends.
Where you guys from?
Ah, gila babi ya.
gila babi à, gila babi thì phải
No, I have a Malaysian friend. I used to live in Brunei. I used to go to Miri.
Miri.
It's only 30 minutes away.
It's a part of East Malaysia.
Yeah.
Go.
Không có sổ nữa.
We will walk down, but we won't walk down from the front. There's a small short path on the back.
Oh.
Con tàu lót xe ra con tàu đó ơi. Wow, chỉ có nhiều xe rồi.
I cannot guarantee there's a chance. That's why I decided to take this first, because if it started to rain, then we will just have to sleep inside.
The river of the what's the name?
It's a Kvari in Georgian, but it has also Turkish and Azerbaijani name. They call it Kura.
It's from Turkey, right?
Yeah. It's coming from Turkey, then in Georgia, and then in Azerbaijan.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, it's go through three countries. More than 1,000 kilometers is in Turkey, about 350 kilometers here, and about like 6 or 8 kilometers in Azerbaijan. Okay. Then finishes in Caspian Sea.
Oh.
So it's a bit away from people, so I can explain a few things down there.
What's Minda? We went here last night.
In the old town and surroundings. Well, I'm gonna tell you a couple of things about the other parts of the town. First, the church with the golden dome, which is the biggest church, third biggest church in the world, by the way, which is 84 meters, and it's also the church of Disney. It's very beautiful. The yard is very beautiful. I would recommend you to see it. Actually, it's got the 600 meters. And on the front, this building you see with a glass dome in the middle. I don't know who that is. It's a governmental building actually. It's a presidential palace, but it's closed now. Our president says it's too big for her, so we are having the previous presidential palace functioning right now. I even heard a few rumors they are planning to have a museum in it, which I cannot prove, but would be interesting to see. I'm really curious about the inside. It's actually, I don't know how big it looks from here, but it's twice the size of White House. It's so big, it has underground floors as well. And the concept of the outside is actually from Germany, right stuff. It's a similar concept for this building. Down here, these glass tubes, we actually official name of it is Eureka horns because it's the shape of horn, but we call it mistake of Tbilisi. Yeah, not because it's ugly or not. No, it's not ugly. It's beautiful. But these buildings has never functioned. There was lots of ideas about like it should have been like a art hall. it should have been some kind of theater, it should have been big shopping mall. It's been years and it has not opened as nothing. And from the first reason why our government sold it first place was too expensive to maintain, too clean, and so on and so on. So they wanted to sell it for like 80 million, but nobody bought it. The cost of building it was like 60 million lari, and then they said, okay, let's destroy it. And when they counted the expenses, it was so expensive, they decided not to destroy it. And soon after they sold it about less than 20 million, I think, to a private owner. He also promised us a few things to open. Nothing. I mean, if this building in the middle of the heart of Tbilisi was mine, I would use it for something at least. But yeah, that's the reason why we call it Mistake of Tbilisi. The building looks like mushrooms over there. It's actually a public service hall. Many people kind of thinks it's all for us because it's really pretty actually, but it's not. It's a public service hall. Our place not that much. It's beautiful actually. I really it was all brand. The other halls was public service hall to be honest. So all the rest are generally the churches. There are a few churches we're gonna see and some old buildings. Now they are restaurants, hotels, private rooms. Down there, the long shape with the long building with the solar panel on it. It's a synagogue. We're gonna be on the front of it, so I can show you from the front. What else? These big buildings, skyscraper kind of buildings, as you can see, are all hotels. Actually, very high-end hotels, 5 stars obviously. And yeah, the center, what they call the center of Tbilisi now, is over there with the golden statue. It's a Liberty Square. It's a golden statue of St. George. It's called in Georgia. Well, after Virgin Mary. It's even St. George. Okay, so about the mountain over there, which is called Tatsminda or the Holy Mountain. You can go by bus, you can go by taxi, you can take the phone, which is quite expensive. And you can take cable car from the back of the Holy Mountain. So it's very interesting. The park is nice, not at nights, especially this season. But the middle of the day, if it's sunny day, it's perfect to just have a walk. But we have a botanical garden behind this place. So
có những咩我哋嘅美食啊？
first question, how tall do you think she is?
50 meter.
I don't know in feet. You should tell me in meters.
50.
Shorter.
50 meter.
Or taller than 10.
50.
Exactly 20 meters. It is exactly 20 meters. Out this space, of course. So the thing is, first Mother Georgia here we had in actually 1958, and it was just made of wood, nothing else. Then, like in 1963, locals realized, okay, this wooden statue gets like all this wind, all this rain and everything, and is dangerous to be around. So they decided to take actions before it rottens, and they put aluminium slopes all around it. But they did not really protect it completely because water was leaking inside. In 1997, government decided to change it. The current one is also. But what happened was that we call 90s as like a dark 90s because we were freshly out from the Soviet Union in 1991. In 1991, Russia started war to us because they didn't want to let go. And until 1993, they took 30% of the country. Same time, lots of people that was in power before Soviet Union time, they wanted to maintain the power, so they formed some kind of gangs, they were robbing people. It was a really tough time. We call it literally dark 90s for that reason. When our government built it, so we did not have stable electricity, we did not have proper television, we did not have anything pretty much. So the flow of information was really slow, and it was based on the newspapers. And before they shared the information, they just brought this Mother of Georgia next to the old Mother of Georgia, and people woke up next day and saw, okay, 2 Mother of Georgias. This is the only day Georgians stopped drinking because they thought they were hallucinating. Well, next few days they shared the information about it, and they demolished the old one, and she stands afterwards. The concept of both is exactly the same. You can look up the picture actually. She looks better. But it broke down. It broke down in 19th century actually. It was broken because of Russians. Russian Empire, when we were control under them, they kept gunpowder inside and it was not properly kept. So it exploded, destroyed all the insides. Only the walls are left. That's why we are not going inside. But if you want to, we can have a 5 more minutes. That's okay, because not many people wanna come up here in like 1 week travel. So you can have a quick look inside and you can see for yourself that there is only wildlife. It's not By the way, guys, if anyone
我買個機啊！呢個機應該係中國嘅嗬，
有得賣。
成日導演睇到個蛋糕，識唔叫啊？
Very good.
喂，good， 這樣就老友，有點醬，爽嘅。
main reason, apart from anything else, it's actually both Shia and Sunni, both very two direction of the Muslims live there, they pray there together, which is very unlikely for every single other mosque. And in this case, it is the case, and it also proves the point that I said it's about toleration, understandings within the same community or different communities. Actually, it doesn't have to be Georgians in particular. So, if anyone wants to see, actually, you can see it after the tour. You know it.
Super delicious.
No wine.
You don't want to try?
Super.
No?
Super sweet.
Okay. 冇威嘅，
Little bit fake.
少少唔威，
Little bit wine
有啲都冇啊，冇啦。得啦，唔係啊 ，sugar ice cream 到我冇間㗎，食啦，5點幾斤啊？我夾嗰啲有冇？
If you guys like very sweet, you can buy very sweet wine and add it to this.
Oh, very sweet wine.
Regular body
I like
line.
very sweet.
So you should use very sweet wine.
啊！
Take another shortcut and go from behind. Actually, what we would see before is actually the waterfall, but now the waterfall is not available, unfortunately. So we can see the waterfall, but we cannot reach it, unfortunately. But let's see that. The new bridge of love is on the way. We're gonna see it as well. There's a person who usually sells locks in the shape of hearts. If anyone is in love, you can do that for yourself. the new Bridge of Love actually used to be wooden bridge.
聞到硫磺味喎，
好勁啊！
好勁啊！
Okay guys, this is new Bridge of Love. Me at some point and kind of like creates like a question mark in my head. Are the locks over someone else's locks? Doesn't really make sense. It's the third wheel.
甩鳩嘅，我甩俾佢啦。
Okay guys, we are now completely in Salford Bath district area. We have about 7 or 8, I don't know exact count of the Salford Bath is. This is the most famous one, called Cerelia Bano, which means colorful bath. There is full of bath. There one system here is that bath. There is a American bath, there is a royal bath, bath number 5 on the other side. It's like all of them are really close to each other because hot springs are here. And they have to manually decrease the temperature for you to be able to use actually and have a bath inside. If anyone wants to try it, I can get you cards from here, or you can just look up online and you can see all the service of every single bath.
浸啊，去一個你卜一個 room 啊，喺度浸。
俾個嗰度。
入瞓去。
The falcon and pheasant. This is falcon called the pheasant. But in this statue, falcon is alive. In the story, falcon and pheasant both fell into the hot water springs and boiled alive. This author decided to show the catch of the falcon. That's why falcon is still alive. Usually there's water coming out from here, but not today, I guess. Another thing, guys, bath number 5 is over there. The last bit. In bath number 5 here is a historical bath. Why it is historical is that in 19th century it was very common practice. Elderly women go in the bath, check up on a young woman because they wanted to choose wife for their sons, that they were healthy and beautiful. It's not practiced anymore, so nobody try it. It doesn't do anything anymore. But it was really common practice, and bath number 5 is famous. Was famous.
Cái đến nát trong môi thầu mà. Đây là cái ratio nó phun.
And then it dries out. So it's very healthy usually, and it's, in my opinion, it's better when it's fresh. Now this is what the very hard to try.
Oh yeah, this machine.
葉㗎嘛，就攞係好鮮嘅，攞係好鮮。
食過
黃金石頭。
食過食神㗎嘛。
I will try to bring some more chairs, or if anyone feels like it, you can also sit up there. It's okay to sit up there. Washrooms are up there on the left, and this is the most popular washroom you're gonna meet from now on. So better see us here. One question. Maybe you don't know it now, but still. Did you know that wine was literally invented in Georgia by Georgians? Yeah, we invented wine, literally, about 8,000 years ago. And since then we practiced original method of winemaking, which it's being part of our culture right now. And we also now use European style winemaking, which is actually in the similar context, but the bigger ones obviously. And we actually also are in the first place in terms of having most quantity of 526. In the world there is about 4,000 grape types. There's no other country within the bigger territories than ours has more quantity, and about 500 of them are local, by the way. So they physically could not have it under the table. And the 26 of them actually we borrowed it from different countries, and very common type of wine in the country as well. And we produce and we have lots of wine, like wine cellars and winemakers in the country, especially in the Kakheti wine region, which is the region that we make most of our wine. We have the biggest barrels in the country. So in this particular place here right now belongs to one of the biggest wine producer in the country called Hareba Wine. And they produce lots of different kinds of wine. And one of the best things they have, which I like the most, is that they have different shape of bottles for different wines. For example, when you find this kind of shape for the bottle, we all know this, we all love this, we all have tried this. This is for European style wine. Made in European way, of course European way, but European style. Then you can come across a bottle like this, which looks like champagne. It's not champagne actually, it's not sparkling wine either, it's actually Georgian traditional wine. It has Kvery here. Kvery is the clay pot we use to make wine. And by the way, if you find Georgian wine made in Georgian way, it's only dry. You cannot have it any other way, but 8 months maybe more. And it comes out better, of course. And I would recommend you, if you want to buy really nice white wine, go for the Hareba white, which is about 50 lari or something. But the best investment you can make actually. It's one of my favorites as well. Today I'm gonna try 2 wines. I'm gonna help you with the glasses. This is white dry. It is actually European style, but Georgian grapes mixed of 3 different grapes. 3 different grapes. Welcome. And 2 of them are from eastern part of Georgia, which means they are really sweet. That's right. Authentic type of grapes. Okay guys, after you finish your glasses with the white dry, you will try red medium sweet, which is absolute most popular from Georgia, which is actually also from European style because it's in medium sweet. And it is from Saperavi grapes. Saperavi grapes is most popular red grapes in the country. And in my opinion, I used to not drink medium sweet wines before. I was drinking only dry. But this is the best medium sweet wine you can find in Georgia. You can find this bottle, but in the bottle version it's slightly sweeter. If you like sweeter, maybe the bottle version is better for you. But straight from here, actually, it's slightly more fermented, so it is slightly darker, slightly less sweet. So choice is yours. For me, this red wine is perfect. If you like sweeter, you can get the regular bottle. Let's see which you like better.
Half enough.
Otherwise, I cannot pass through this.
That's
Try.
fine.
Try.
But I'm judging from George's perspective, so I might be very off because I grew up drinking wine.
Uống gì mấy con? Xin đi. Phải cây quả phải Cái theo ngủ hả? Trên ngủ hả? Chấm hồng giống à?
Chấm bài.
I don't remember the glass, but 1 liters, I think when you attend
Trong khi tôi tình trạng
or wedding or something,
Phúc
it's
giáp mà lại
liter and a half, which is liter and a half, which is big amount. You can drink that. Really. Let's do Georgian way of toasting, which that goes like this. So it's very simple. Just you're gonna say cheers, but this way. I'm gonna say Gaumar. You're gonna say Jos. I'm gonna say Gaumar. You're gonna say Jos. And on the 3rd time Gaumar, we are gonna shout out Jos, 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 like that. Okay? So ready?
Hey.
Gaumar.
George.
Gaumar.
George.
Gaumar.
George.
Cheers to all.
Kỹ thuật mình không có cái phần dân tâm phòng hồ bị tàn những cái gì phần chỗ mấy phải không xin thêm gì không
會咁個豬頭。點樣講？
So guys, most jewelry will be 12 times at 12 o'clock.
No more?
So if you will be around here at 7 o'clock,
7 o'clock.
I would advise you to come here. It will be 7 times and you're going to see the puppet show down here as well.
Okay.
He's the Italian.
Shangri-La.
Hả nha? Thì對呢個麵包有咩評語？
呢啲啊狗都唔食嘅嘢留翻俾我4條傻閪食，真係折墮啊！5000包呀？呢唔係鬼嘢。呢啲啊狗都唔食嘅嘢留翻俾我4條傻閪食，真係折墮啊！